Hello students. In the previous class, we completed 2 points, that is, discovery of a sea route to India and East India Company. We shall now move on to the third point, Battle of Plassey. I hope you have already watched the video on Battle of Plassey sent to you earlier. During the time of the Mughal emperors in India, the East India Company was doing well. But after the death of the Mughal emperor Aurangzeb, the British became more ambitious, which means they wanted to progress more in their business. They wanted to take Bengal also under their control. The British started constructing high walls and started setting up an army in Bengal. When they were asked the reason for doing so, they said they were doing it only for the protection of their godowns. They were actually up to some tricks which the Nawab of Bengal, Sirajud-Dowla, had already understood. In the name of trade, the British were secretly bringing weapons and hiding in their godowns and getting set to fight against the Indians. By now, the British had already taken control over the business, and their next step was to take control of the ruling power in India. When Sirajud-Dowla ordered the British to stop its construction work and remove their army as they failed to pay the taxes, the British refused to obey the Nawab. Seeing the negative behavior of the British, the Nawab marched against them in 1756. This made the British very angry, and they attacked Bengal in 1757 with the same army and weapons. A battle was fought between the British and Sirajud-Dowla, the Nawab of Bengal. This battle was known as the Battle of Plassey. The British won the battle. With this, the British became very powerful in Bengal. Now, they had made up their mind to win over all the kingdoms in India. At that time, there were many small kingdoms in India. The kings and the Nawabs were always fighting among themselves. There was no unity. Taking this opportunity, the British helped one ruler against the others and kept gaining more power and wealth. This policy of the British was known as divide and rule. With the help of this policy, the British created more enmity between the rulers, and in return, they were able to capture many kingdoms in India. Again, in the year 1764, another battle, the Battle of Buxar, was fought. On one side was the army of the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam. Second, combined with the enemies of the two Nawabs, and on the other side was the British East India Company. In this battle also, the British were the winners. With this victory, the power over Bengal came into the hands of the British. They now started collecting taxes from the state. They started a new rule which was as follows. If a king died without having a child of his own, his entire kingdom would be taken over by the British. This rule or policy was called the Doctrine of Lapse. Because of this new rule, the British were able to take into power the kingdoms of Jhansi, Nagpur, and many other kingdoms. Between the year 1798 and 1805, Lord Richard Wellesley, the Governor General of India, started a new rule or policy. It was as follows. All the Indian rulers who were under the protection of the British had to take care and bear all the expenses of the British army within their kingdoms. Because of this rule, the British gained control and power over many kingdoms in India. This was called the Subsidiary Alliance. We shall continue with the lesson in your next class. Thank you and God bless you.